right, what's up, y'all? This is Nelson, owner-in-chief Cabana Boy here at Cabana Boys Events. Welcome to the Cabana Boys Podcast. Today we have Chris and Blaze, two of our Scottsdale Cabana Boys.
Hey there.
But before we get to that, we have some really big news. You might have seen it in the episode title. This is like one of the biggest announcements we've had in a while. We are starting a new service in Nashville called Broadway Boyfriends. This is a bar crawl on Broadway with our cocktail cowboys. They'll be your Instagram boyfriends, take you around to a few bars on Broadway. There's a line dancing lesson included. There's bull riding included. There's drink specials included. It is an absolute must do in Nashville when you're there for a bachelorette party. So check it out on our website, cocktailcowboys.com. But enough of the promo. You guys thirsty?
A little bit.
Let's open up the Cabana Boys cooler.
Sounds like
Let's
a plan.
do it.
Oh, well, I did. Okay. Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, shit. I forgot a bottle opener. Here, I think it's top
my
middle
God.
drawer on the island.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, this damn cord. I hate it already.
Just open it with your teeth.
Dude, I see people do that.
I think I got a little jaw.
Do you?
I think so.
We can cut this
Thanks,
part
buddy.
out.
Boom.
All right, Chris. Blaze comes prepared with a bottle opener in his wallet. Not even on a keychain, in his wallet. That's incredible. That's
Never
like
know
true
what you're
Cabana Boy.
getting
Cabana Boys and Boy Scouts are like kind of the same thing. Like always be prepared. Just much different scenarios.
Is my exact scenario when I was in Boy Scouts.
Cheers,
buddy.
guys. Thanks for being on. Chris, let's start with you. How did you get involved with Cabana Boys?
So yeah, fun story. Nelson and I had we had that mutual friend who
Yeah.
introduced me to you, and we talked on the phone. I think we connected. I think we DM'd each other. You slid in my DMs.
Yep, that sounds right. Sounds right.
You were like, send me headshots, and it was like weird. It was like 2 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we talked on the phone about kind of like your vision, and
Yeah.
this was all the way back in the end of 2020.
It was like August or September 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So telling me about like the one or two events you did previous, and we had that photo shoot
Yeah.
over at Buddy Ross's
Yeah.
house. That was great.
Yeah.
And yeah, the rest is history.
So you are the OG.
I am the OG Cabana Boy.
I had one friend that like did a couple parties with me before, but you were my 1st like actual employee.
Yeah, you told me like he did not want to do it.
He didn't want to do it. Yeah. I don't know.
Sucks.
Yeah, it sucks for
bro.
him. Missed opportunity.
But yeah, just over the years, I did it for about a year and a half. Took a break. I had a career transition,
Yeah.
and saw how much you grew. When you talked on the phone the other day, just about your expansion, and it's been amazing to see it just
Thanks,
on the
man.
back end. Love doing it. The parties are well structured, and it's always a fun time.
Yeah, man. I'm happy you came back.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
What do you do outside of Cabana Boys?
So yeah, I'm a recruiter at a company called Sprinkler. It's a
Okay.
software as a service company.
Yeah.
Really nice because I work fully remote. So flexibility allows me to, take those Thursday or Wednesday parties, in
Nice.
the afternoon. And
You're not taking parties on like Tuesday mornings.
no, nothing like that. But
Taking your stand-up call like at a party.
yeah. But I definitely, can control my schedule, and we're able to, take those parties whenever. So like I've had some groups of like 5 or 6 on a Thursday afternoon, right when they get in Scottsdale, and they just love the introduction.
Yeah.
And we get them like nice and ready for their like, their schedule.
Sets the tone
Yeah.
for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. Outside of work, what do you do in your free time?
Well, I have a pug. So
Ooh, let's
yeah.
talk about Jack.
Yeah, so he is a one-eyed dog. I got him at 8 weeks old, and I got him from rescue in Tucson. Funny enough, it's not funny at all. They found him in the desert. They found him in the desert. They think like the breeder abandoned him.
Because
So
he had one eye.
no, just because he was the runt of the litter.
Oh.
So like they found him, knocked his little eye out on a cactus, they think,
Oh.
and he was like eating berries and bird crap.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So the rescue lady that I was in communication with, this was like April 2018. She's like, "Hey, we found a pug. Would you be interested?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. For my first dog, I don't want a one-eyed dog, right?" Just totally awful reaction to that. Sure enough, I went and saw him and was like,
Yeah.
"I need to take you home right now." And
Yeah.
he was all malnourished. You could see his ribs and his little fingernails were coming off. But now he's fat and happy and still with one eye.
Jack is happy.
Yeah, he's a happy boy.
Yeah.
So it's been cool, and I work, I have my main gig and this side hustle, if you will.
Yeah.
Just to provide the best life for him. It's not about me.
Dog dad.
It's about him. Yeah.
I think that's what it says in your bio on the website.
Oh yeah, the last party I had, they were like, "We requested you because the bride had a pug," and they even had tattoos,
Like pug tattoos
with her pug on it.
How many eyes did the tattoos have?
2.
Oh, damn.
So better than my dog already. But yeah, it's been good. The thing about having a dog too, it's an added sense of responsibility. I'm in my 30s now, so
Totally.
it's just that excuse to give the Irish goodbye when you're out.
Yeah, I feel that.
But-
all right, Blaze, tell us about yourself.
So I got approached in the gym by a couple fellas. Yeah. So it wasn't the most. It's a little scary at first. Usually I like to go approach other people, approach girls. But 2 dudes coming up to me, tag teaming me. They told me about the job, and
Who was it?
it was Chris and Eric
Okay.
Karasova.
Yeah.
And so I'd heard about the job the summer before because my buddy at ADP, his roommate did it, or
Okay.
his roommate's buddy did it, something like that.
Gotcha.
So I applied that last summer, talked to Chase, and I guess it was all booked up. Everybody was
We
filled
declined
up.
you?
Yeah, I got declined.
Oh, man.
But get knocked down 7 times, stand up 8.
There you go.
So
Thanks, Confucius.
I met these 2 fellas, and they told me about the job. I said, "Fucking yeah, I've been trying to do that job for a year."
Yeah.
They put me in contact with you.
Nice.
And been doing it for 4 or 5 months now.
Nice.
Best job I ever had.
Dude, that's
Love
the thing. Any guy I've approached, to like say, "Hey, we have this opportunity," they just, for lack of a better term, puss out.
Yeah.
Like they never will follow up.
It's crazy to me. I have a hard time recruiting. Like Scottsdale is pretty good. Like we have like a lot of people interested, but some of the other cities, it's hard to find the right person. Our standards are really high, so that's part of the problem. But also like even when we find people, it's kind of like, I don't really know.
Dude, recruiting's hard. Trust me.
Stuff. Yeah. Get a recruiter.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many girls think that Blaze is your fake name?
Every single one.
Yeah.
I used to not bring my wallets into the party, and now I have to because
Really?
they ID me damn near at the door. Like it's either
Literally
Blaze-
every time. We've had a handful of parties now, and every single time.
Yeah.
They're like, "Is that your stripper name?"
Yeah, literally. And then I say, just call me Travis.
Okay.
And then
Yeah. That's I've heard that. I think Chris told me that like every single party.
I think I'm 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time. It's,
They're like, and then I'm like, "Call me Danny," and they're like, "Who?" I'm like, "Danny DeVito."
that's a killer duo.
He's a goat, dude. It's like that one movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito. I've never seen it.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay. Were your parents like stoners or?
Yeah.
Okay.
For a long story short, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair.
But worked out for me.
I mean, it's fine. It's cool to have a unique name.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, my name's like kind of unique, not nearly as unique as yours, but like most people don't have Nelson as a first name, so they think it's kind of cool, but Blaze is way cooler.
Hey, I don't know. To each their own.
Yeah, I guess. What do you do outside of Cabana Boys?
So I work a couple jobs, trying to slim that down. But I'm a personal trainer in the morning and night, and then during the day, I'm a rehab tech for traumatic brain injury patients.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it's very different
Sounds enjoyable.
spectrums.
No kidding.
Yeah, taking care of people in very different ways.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll leave there on Thursday after doing puzzles and cognitive tests all day.
Okay.
Snap into Cabana Boy mode.
Yeah.
And help the bachelorettes have a great time.
They're all about helping people.
Exactly.
Charity work.
He's
Blaze.
like, "Girls, you want to play some puzzles?"
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh shit, oh job.
Is that like, did you study something that related to that, or
You would think, right?
Yeah.
But no.
No?
I
you just like found the job on Indeed?
I
or-
found it on Facebook. I went in. I said, listen, I have no experience, but I like taking care of people. I'm a personable guy. They gave me a week trial, see how I did, and crushed it.
Nice.
I guess, yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
So it's been a great job. It's very rewarding.
I'm sure. Yeah. And your personal training, is there like a niche you focus in, or is it just kind of anybody?
It's kind of anybody.
Yeah.
I like working with older people.
Okay.
Working with people our age, they all see shit on Instagram and TikTok, and they're like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, because you're small.
You got to tell them your name of your...
Oh, Bodies by Blaze.
Nice.
Shout out for Knocked Up.
Plug it. Let's go.
Shout out Knocked Up. Jason Siegel, Bodies by Jason. You ever seen that movie?
That wasn't a Knocked Up. That was in This Is 40.
No, it wasn't.
I guarantee it.
No
let's
shot.
go.
Dude,
No shot.
I just watched it.
Ted, look it up.
Dude, I will bet. Megan
We just watched
Fox.
it together,
I think we did.
and it was This Is 40.
It was not.
It is This Is 40.
Oh, man. Debunked.
Bodies by Jason. This is 40. Nobody gets it.
The answer is I don't know.
But nobody gets that name, and I probably should change it. It'd probably be a little more professional. But
Well, I think it's obvious like what the business is.
but
Yeah.
it's an ode to This is 40, and
All
everybody's
right.
like,
But does it matter if it's another?
I guess not. I guess not.
I was thinking about starting when I was like 18. I was like, oh, I'll do like a personal training or something like that and call it Built by Brooks.
Sounds a little better.
I don't know.
Nice
Bodies by
alliteration.
Blaze. Wasn't there like a Body by Jake? Isn't that like a big old 80s fitness brand?
Could be.
I don't know. I'm aging myself. But-
Yeah, dude.
All right. I asked you guys to bring 2 truths and a lie. Do you all have those ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's hear it. Who wants to go first? Wait, just to clarify, you say it, and then we'll all guess the answer to which is the lie.
Roger that.
Yeah. Don't say them in order either. Or I guess you could.
What's the order?
2 truths, 1 lie.
I already dropped the dog thing, so I got to change mine up a little bit.
I had a feeling when I asked you that, I was like,
yeah, shoot. Well, all
we're
right.
friends, so I don't know. You got to.
I can do it. I can do it. All right. Let's see. I have a mustache. I own a boat. Everything is okay. All right, gotta guess.
Oh, man.
I think there's a couple lies.
They're all lying.
I know the answer to this one, so I'll let Blaze guess.
Do you have a boat? I'd be pretty pissed off if you had a boat this whole time. Never told me
I
about
don't
it.
have a boat.
Good.
Damn. I'm glad to hear everything's okay, though.
Everything's fine. I'm doing okay.
All right, that was easy.
It
Blaze.
just like zooms in on my face.
All right. There we go. I threw out the first pitch at a Phillies baseball game.
Ooh.
I met Andre 3000
Ooh.
walking in the desert
Okay.
on a hike in the desert. And I played bass clarinet for 8 years.
Ooh.
You gonna take this or me?
Do you know it?
Yeah.
Or give me your guess.
The Andre 3000 one's way too specific to
I think
be
that's
false.
Yeah, I think that's true as well.
The Phillies game, you did not throw out the first pitch.
I don't know. He's from Philadelphia.
But I mean, bass clarinet. Like,
I don't know.
He looks like a bass clarinet.
Hey, chill. Chill.
Bodies by Blaze gotten pretty big.
Yeah, right.
He's in the back, serenading his clients.
I'm gonna agree. Actually, I think the lie is the Phillies game.
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet. Big aspirations.
okay. All right.
Big aspirations.
All right.
But yeah, not yet. I met Andre 3000 on Thanksgiving last year
Okay.
On
Yeah.
a
Tell
hike.
us about that.
on a hike at Superstition Mountain
No
right
way.
after his flute album dropped. And he was carrying his flute.
Really?
And I wanted to ask him to play it so bad.
That's the guy from Outcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I felt too bad. So it was just clean ass dap. And that's it. We went our ways.
Was
the
it
way to
just
do
you
it.
and him, or do you have other people? With
It
you?
was me and my roommate's family. And
Okay.
nobody believed me. So we had walked by each other.
Was it just him by himself?
Just him. I look up and I go, oh shit. And he keeps walking. I know he heard me. He like looks at me, keeps walking. And I'm like, I just met Andre 3000. I had no idea. So I started telling the whole family, I'm like, that's Andre 3000.
That is so cool.
Ended up crossing paths again.
Really?
Said, I got to say what's up.
Yeah.
So I dapped him up, and the rest is history.
Oh my gosh. You
Kiss
say,
him on the
like-
cheek.
Yeah.
I wish.
I'd have kissed him right on the lips. Have you met anyone famous?
Not no flautist. Nobody
Yeah.
carrying a flute.
Not yet.
Fresh out of
Yeah,
flautist.
Yeah. Anybody famous? No, not really. Nobody like that where it's just like, whoa, that's like somebody very famous right in front of me.
First time going to Red Rocks in Colorado, we saw Pretty Lights. And I was like, I don't know, 21, visiting my boy Miles out there. Went to a house party that someone knew someone, and it was like the Productions house party. So both of those DJs were there.
The what? The what?
The Pretty Lights guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah. Well, one of the guys was there. I know the other guy was there. I don't even know their names. I know of them.
Pretty and Lights.
Pretty and Lights, right?
Boom.
And my drunk 21-year-old self was like, "Can you sign this?" And I had like a crumpled receipt. And,
I think that's valid.
And my
That's
buddy was
fair.
like, "Dude, you don't do that." So you handled it way better.
Yeah.
I was freaking out inside.
Oh, dude.
My hands were sweaty. I hope you
I'd
didn't
have pooped
feel
my
it.
pants.
Yeah, right.
I mean, your hands are probably sweaty from carrying your bass clarinet with you.
That's what I should have been doing. Game,
like-
respect, game.
He's like, "It fights off Cougars."
Yeah, right. Be like, yo, you trying to sesh? Yo, Dre, meet me at the top. Let's sesh.
Let's go sesh, bro.
Is he the which he's not Big Boy, he's the other guy.
Yeah, he's not
Okay.
big.
He's
boy.
the guy that was in semi-pro, Coffee Black.
He's been in a few other. Yeah, he's been in a few other.
Are you sure it's semi-pro? Because you're
Positive. This one.
It was knocked up. I'm pretty sure.
This one.
No, he's been in other movies too, but yeah, the guy's like such a good artist.
He's a legend.
I have not heard that Flute album.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I know he has like Hey Ya
Right?
and
That's a
And
good one.
Roses.
oh
Yep.
yeah, Roses.
Like Boo Boo.
Okay.
That's part of Roses.
Okay.
I text that to Blaze daily.
Yeah.
Hey, boo boo.
Like Boo Boo.
Miss you,
Oh
boo boo.
god. All right, let's do some fishbowl questions. We're gonna draw. Everybody draw one, and we'll all answer it. We can draw one at a time.
Yeah,
You want that one?
yeah. I'll take
Trust
that
me.
one.
Oh.
I'm kind of stuck over here.
Let's hear it, Chris.
If you had a time machine and could go back in time, what would you change in history?
The first 17 minutes of this podcast. I'm kidding.
Agreeing to this podcast.
What would you change in history? All right, let's get deep for a second.
I can get so deep with this.
Okay. So I saw one of my friends posted this on Instagram. It was like people think about the like ramifications if you were to travel back in time and just like changing one thing and how it would have this like effect on, ripple effect for the rest of
Butterfly
the future.
effect with Ashton Kutcher.
Right. But
Bomb.
here's the deep part. People are so concerned about that, yet in this present moment, they're not able to make one small change to change the course of the future.
With the knowledge that I have
That's
today.
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
I wouldn't go back that far. I'd go back to the early 90s. And I'd be a little selfish initially and talk to my parents. And if I was like the age I am now, obviously building trust, my mom would have a pan out of some sort saying I'm her son and like a 33-year-old man. She's a Mexican woman, so she's got a chancla. And then I would give them all the information like that I could in order for my family and myself to be financially successful.
Sure.
Like
Buy Apple, buy Amazon.
buy Apple, buy Amazon.
Nvidia.
When Bitcoin happens,
Yeah.
buy all
Buy
of
it.
that.
Yeah.
Also, there's a fair amount of horrible things that happened over the last 30 years that if I gave any indication to like my father and mother that, hey, we should contact someone,
Right.
they might be able to make decisions.
I love the thought of that, but do you think if you're like, hey, like FBI, like,
Nah, they might go to jail forever.
Yeah, like are they gonna believe that?
Yeah. In 2001, some
Right.
shit's going down.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I think life is wonderful, and I'm getting deep here,
Let's go
but I would definitely want to help my family as much as possible.
for sure. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
It's a solid answer.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm crying. Yeah.
Hey, I just have a snot bubble, bro.
Blaze, where would you go?
So mine's a lot different than that.
Not as deep.
A lot different.
Something about the Phillies.
Flute with Andre 3000.
Yeah, I would have brought the clarinet on that hike. So junior year of college, we went to Cabo.
Oh, this is good. I like Cabo.
Junior year of college, I didn't have any money to my name.
Yeah.
I was working at an apartment. It sucked. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
I worked throughout college too. It was awful.
It's terrible. The night before we leave to Cabo, I had this bomb 13-leg Sixers parlay. $10 to win 15 grand.
Ah.
I don't
Was
like,
all
I
in
don't,
one
I don't
Sixers
like
game?
talking about it. Yeah, all in one Sixers game. They were
my
playing
gosh.
the Clippers, I believe.
Dude, you've thought about this.
It crushes me every time.
Okay, I like this, Blaze, but I think you can think a little bit bigger than 15 grand.
Yeah, you missed it.
But listen, right before Cabo, exactly, I missed one leg in the last 30 seconds.
Man. What was the leg you missed?
Embiid over 28 and a half.
Did he have like 28?
He had 28.
No,
Last second, he shoots a three, rims it.
Oh my gosh.
I almost didn't go to Cabo.
you still,
It was.
you still
I went to
it had a
Cabo.
degenerate time.
I went to Cabo. I may have taken a loan from a couple of my buddies to go to Cabo, but I went to Cabo and I had a damn good time.
I remember I think it was junior, senior year, with my buddy Ricky, we drove up from, I'm from Tucson, and we went to U of A up to Vegas to stay at my buddy, another guy named Rick, his place. We had change bowls to like pay for gas and then get us into places.
Change? You like
Like a bowl of change. So we
my
had to go
gosh.
like a Coinstar.
yeah.
And it was just a miserable time. It was the worst trip I've ever had.
Yeah. I mean, there's some parts of college that I really miss, but not that part.
Right.
You know?
The poor part.
Yeah.
Brings you close with the fellas, though.
Keystone Light's like the nice beer.
Dude, it's close to course,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, man?
I think it would just be really interesting to go back to like the 1500s or like 1600s and just like experience life then.
Yeah.
That's not my answer, but I think that would probably be, if I had to pick like a era or an age.
Dude,
that
you would
be
like step on a nail, get sepsis instantly.
exactly.
They're like, you need a good bleeding, is what they would say. Give this man some leeches.
Yeah. Where are the slugs?
Yeah, man. I thought that too, but
I think my answer though is like the 60s or 70s when we have like a lot of like the luxuries of like modern day, electricity and cars and stuff, but there's a lot less like complication in terms of like social media and like politics and like all the stuff that's going on in the world right now.
it was like a music revolution around that time period.
Yeah.
I think about going to like a music concert at that time when no one had a cell phone.
Oh my gosh.
That would have been unreal.
I saw Coldplay. I saw it and speaking of social media, saw it on social media. They were playing at some festival in the UK a couple weeks ago, and they stopped in the middle of the song. I don't remember what song it was. They stopped and said, "Hey, like, you guys are awesome. We're going to try something." Everybody put their phones away. And it was like 100,000 people. Nobody had their phones up in the air. It was like just like for me viewing it in a 3.5-inch screen, like it was a much better experience for me too, because you didn't have these like flashes and screens and shit. And I'm sure being there, it was like you actually got to like experience.
You go to like an EDM festival, everyone has
Yeah.
their dumb recording going on.
Yeah.
I saw a video on Instagram of Tomorrowland from 2011.
Yeah.
It's just people enjoying it. And Avicii playing Levels for the first time.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm just sweating.
I changed my answer. That's when I want to go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. I saw Avicii. He came my senior year to U of A, and they shut down like 4th Avenue. So I saw him
Really?
in person. It was raining, and it was like me and my roommates went.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's legit.
I don't remember it well,
No.
You shouldn't.
but I was there, dude.
I saw him sort of. I was working at a music festival in Southern California, working the water stand. And the water stand I was working at was right next to the main stage. And he was playing there. So I got to like see. and
Feel
listen.
it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was a sweet gig. I don't know if you guys have ever done anything like that, but waters were $4 So I just told people there were 5.
Dude, I've done so many side jobs. You have no idea. I used to sell like lemonade
Right.
at the U of A football games.
When you were 9.
When I was in high school with all my football buddies. We wouldn't go to the
1 quarter.
No, dude, we would like, it would be $4 and we'd like charge $5. So we like leave the 100. We're like, fuck yeah. And then, dude, I swear to God, like one time I went, I parked the wrong way on a street. So I got like $190 ticket.
Worth it.
Like, hell yeah.
All right, let's do another one.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what we got. What's the strangest family tradition in your family?
Ooh.
I got this. So my mom's Mexican.
Okay.
Straight up. And we'll every year we'll buy a fuck ton of green corn and make green corn tamales. So basically what you have to do is like you
What is
get
green corn?
It's just a type of corn.
Is that like a Dr. Seuss corn?
Yeah. It's like eggs, but corn flavor. So you'd like grind down and you basically like peel the husks.
Okay.
You know, there's like corn. So like there's like little slugs and shit on it and like hairs.
It's like fresh stuff.
Fresh corn. And then you like slice them down. You grind that, and grinding's awful. And they always would make me and my cousins and shit do that. Make the masa, basically it's what it's called.
Okay.
And then you make these like bomb tamales.
Oh.
We'd make like dozens and dozens. So that's what I grew up. I mean, I'm the whitest looking Mexican guy.
I was going to say, I didn't.
And you
I
know
don't think
what?
I knew that.
I mean, it's not very hard. Well, I mean, I'm a white male, you know?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
that hard.
True.
Yeah. So, but yeah, my mom's
that.
Yeah, my mom's Mexican. So yeah, we do that every year.
Okay.
And with green chilies and cheese.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the next day, after boiling those things, because you basically steam them to like cook them.
Okay. Yeah.
You deep fry them.
in the husk, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you put them back in the husk. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like a form little tamale, and it would make these awesome little tamales. You would deep fry them for the next day.
Ooh.
And just makes the
Sounds
most
bomb.
unhealthy, delicious thing you've ever had.
I'm hungry.
Breakfast chimney.
Dude. Oh yeah. Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, dude.
And I was just like a husky little boy shopping in Sears, you know?
Just crushing that.
My mom's like to the Sears guy, where's the husky boy section? I'm back there like crying, but like I definitely had Hot Pockets.
Stop feeding me tomorrow.
I'm crying, like eating Tostitos pizza.
Do you have any family traditions, Blaze?
Not really, to be honest. My parents' families are a little estranged, so we don't have too much. Nothing crazy I can think of, really.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm trying to think of something that I can't. My mom got this from my grandma, made like an orange salad, which is like orange Jello and like Cool Whip and mandarin oranges,
had
like
that.
all mixed together. That's not that weird, but like it's one of those things that we have at like every Christmas, or like regardless of what the rest of the meal is. I don't know.
We have like a pistachio type of thing with like pineapple in it, and it's gross, but I make it every
Yeah.
year.
You gotta eat
I'm
a
like,
slice.
what's this weird Cool Whip pistachio thing? With
Have you ever had
walnuts?
pistachio ice cream?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Old Spaghetti Factory?
Yeah.
They have Spumoni ice cream. Oh,
Dude,
that stuff's
that
good.
is good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
put me on.
yeah, Blaze, it doesn't look like you know what we're talking about.
Not
It's
at
like,
all.
It's like Neapolitan ice cream. It's like 3 flavors.
Yeah.
The 3 flavors are like, I think it's like pistachio,
It's a coffee
strawberry,
flavor.
and coffee or something like that.
Well,
I don't
exactly
remember.
right. It's like a coffee flavor, strawberry, and then pistachio ice cream.
Yeah, it's bomb.
It's good.
That does not sound good to me.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we're not Italian. So, you know?
All right, we got time for one more quick one. All right. What is the most adventurous thing that you've done?
I used to go on these hikes back in Tucson, at Tank Verde.
You're a big hiking guy.
Yeah, I like to hike. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, seriously.
And so it was a pretty popular little spot. There were a bunch of little like rivers and stuff you could cliff jump into.
Okay.
But that's where all the kids from U of A would go. They'd go right when you get off the trail. If you go left,
Oh yeah, we both went to U of A.
bear down.
Bear down, baby.
If you go left after about half mile, it's a nudist colony.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
So
about.
I used to go back there and just kind of rip it. I wouldn't really kick it with anybody, but I'd
Were you just by yourself?
yeah, I'd just pop
naked?
everything off. I'd roll back there. It was nice. I'd
Dude,
find
nudist
myself a little
people are
pool.
fucking gross, man.
That's why I didn't
They're old,
approach.
naked people.
Yeah.
I went to that exact spot
Blaze.
in high school.
Yeah, yeah,
in
right.
high school, and we like snuck and watched, and they're just old people. Naked.
Yeah, it was.
It's crazy.
I'd get a little spooked. I'd find a little pool and sit there and smoke and drink. And
Nice.
occasionally they'd pull up on me, and I'd get up and get out of there real quick. They stunk.
They're like, whoa,
Literally.
he's not a nudist. Get him.
They could spot. They clocked me. They would clock me so quick.
He's not one of us.
He smells clean.
Right? Got a haircut.
Oh God. Anything adventurous you've done?
All right, adventurous. Do you have anything?
I'm trying to. I wouldn't consider myself unadventurous, but I'm definitely not like
Oh, I got one.
thrill seeker.
So, all right. So in 2019, I recently moved back from Tucson. I did like a little stint moving up here after college, going back to Tucson, which is not a place to live when you're in your mid 20s, and then moved back. Had a girlfriend. We broke up. I was saving up for Disneyland.
But wait.
And I was like, let's listen.
What?
Listen. I was like, what's something cool I could do with this money?
Okay.
So I bought flights to Thailand, and I went to Thailand solo. That was my first trip out of the country.
All right.
So went to Bangkok, went to Phuket, and how I really planned for that was all I did was watch like YouTube videos of people that are travel bloggers.
Yeah.
To learn about like what to do there, and it was an amazing trip.
That's
It
awesome.
was invaluable.
You're going on another one.
Yeah, I'm going. I was looking online the other night, and saw like flights for $800 round trip to Portugal, Lisbon.
That's
So I pulled the trigger, man. And already got like a dope hotel for the
Yeah.
first couple nights. Booked like a couple of the Airbnb like experiences.
Nice.
One
That's
particular
cool.
one was like, you sailed during sunset with like a group of people.
That's
And they
super
provide
cool.
like food and wine and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to this place called Porto, which is like another town that's north and it's supposed to be like beach, cliffs, castles, all that. So I'm very
Nice.
excited.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Sounds
should be
that'll
fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're unfortunately we're at time, guys.
Yes,
but
sir.
I appreciate you guys being here.
Hey, I know I've denied it like 12 times.
Yeah, seriously. You're like, all right, we're locked in for Friday. And then, yeah, Chris, I got to cancel. No, I'm glad you guys were here. I appreciate it. And thank you all for listening. Check out Broadway Boyfriends on cocktailcowboys.com. And we'll catch y'all soon. See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Cabana Boys Podcast. Please like and subscribe to get new episodes as they're released. Write to the show by sending an email to the Cabana Boys Podcast at gmail.com. You can find the video version of the show on YouTube at the Cabana Boys YouTube channel. The Cabana Boys and all other related brands are also on Instagram and TikTok at Cabana Boys Podcast, the Cabana Boys, the Cocktail Cowboys, and the Cocktail Boys. This has been a T-Door production.